this is where the floor slab is. Look at my head is almost where this slab is, and we are going to fill this place up. Now the force of the filling, the pressure that the sand is going to put on this land is going to be so much that it can make the building collapse or the fence collapse if it's not reinforced. So in this video, I want to show you what is possible to build on 1.5 plot of land. Now this is about 954 meters square and is going to be built in Ogba. This is a serene area. You can see this is a tarred road. So I'll be showing you the site right now, and one of the buildings will have a swimming pool, the other one would not have. So this video is for two sets of people. The first set of people is for those who want to know what you can build on this sort of land. So if you want to invest, you can see the possibilities in it. And then secondly, if you want to buy a house, you can see what we are going to build on this 1.5 plot of land so that you can see if you're interested. The two houses will be 5-bedroom duplexes each, and they will have a DQ. So let's go in. So this is the front building, 5-bedroom. This is the ante room here, and then the visitor's toilet. This is the sitting room over here with the dining area here. So because of the construction that's happening, you're not able to see much also, but I'll put the layout for you to see how this place is. And you can compare what we have designed with what is ongoing. Let me quickly take you to the front so you can see this. Can you see this? Can you see this feature that is here? If you check the 3D, you see that that's exactly what we are following. So we follow the design to the latter to ensure that is what we design, we execute on site. Hold on, just before we get back into the site video, I just want to show you the layout of this site and the two buildings, their floor plans, so that I can understand what it means to plan a perfectly laid out building. Now these two duplexes are 5-bedroom duplexes, and I'm going to show you how this floor plan relates with what we are building on site. Because number one thing that some people are afraid of is, if I give somebody my design to do for me, would they be able to build that exact thing? Well, you'll find out when you go through this layout to me, as we're able to design what is being implemented on site. So let's get right into it. So this is the presentation, and we'll be starting with the very first building. This is the ground floor layout. Now if you look over here, you can see that these features that are here are the same thing that you saw on site when I pointed it out to you. And so going into the building, you have the ante room here, which is this arrow that I've drawn. So you go in through this side, and then this blank wall that is here, I decided to have this blank wall here so that it could be for a portrait. And so you walk into the room, you have this welcoming feeling. You can put so many forms of decorations there so that you don't just have a bland wall. And next to it is the visitor's toilet door. Now for some people, they like putting a visitor's toilet outside. But I don't believe that when you're spending over 100 million naira to buy a house, you should be considering, what if I have certain types of guests that I don't want them to be within my house or use the toilet? If that is your concern, then you can have a spare toilet that is by the guard house or by the security house, so that those kind of guests can use. So even if you are throwing a party in your house, they can have access to that, and you don't have to put your toilet outside. Because you put your toilet outside, what about the security? If you're locking your door, would you also lock the toilet door? Now secondly, imagine you and your other significant half, you're just enjoying a movie downstairs because you choose to, it's your house, and then all of a sudden rain starts falling and then you need to go to the toilet. Would you now press pause so that you climb upstairs all the way to your master bathroom so that you can use the toilet, or you just rather walk close by to the visitor's toilet, which is within your space? So that's why I like designing my visitor's toilet to be within the house. So over here is the sitting room, and so these are circulation spaces. This that I'm drawing right here, circulation space, and then this is the wall for the TV. This is the TV wall, and then we have the dining area over here. Now the way it should be laid out is you have your sitting room just like this, you have the dining, and you have the kitchen. It's this straight line, okay? And it makes it easy for movement. It makes it easy for functionality. So that is that. And then by the side, we have the guest room. So just next to the staircase, you have the guest room. You walk in this way, and you have a TV wall, you have the bed head here, and then the wardrobe. So the way I like designing, I don't want my wardrobe to be floating. I want my wardrobe to end where there is a wall so that the space becomes more functional. So if you take a look at this whole area can now be used because it is kind of like a perfect square. And so that's one thing you should take note of when you're designing. Don't just allow people to float in, the wardrobe or the shelf anyhow and just make your space look tacky. I was on site one day, and the way the electrician decided to position the socket was different from what the architect had laid out. And it was like, oh, the way he has been seeing it, oh, that is why these people are not professionals, and that's why you should hire professionals to work on your project. And as you can also see here, we have the kitchen. And the kitchen is a complete U-shaped kitchen. It makes it easy for you to have your sink over here, your fridge unit and your microwave unit over here, and then you have your gas cooker here. And that's what we call the kitchen triangle, this way. I cook, and my BSc thesis was on Nigerian women and modern kitchen design. So when it comes to kitchen, I specialize in that. And so we have the laundry also, and we have the BQ by this side. Enough of the ground layout. Let us go to the first floor. So this is the first floor, and like I explained to you, I always like my closets to be within a confined space. I don't want it to be floating. So if you take a look at this room, you can see the closet is, in a corner. The same thing with this room, the same thing with this room. So you have the full room to be utilized. And one more thing about this building is that the family lounge has a kitchenette. So you're upstairs, you're chilling, you're watching. You don't need to go downstairs to make a cup of coffee or to do something. You just have a kitchenette here, and you can do all sorts of snacks that you can easily eat and continue watching. And so the master bedroom here, so you walk in, and to your right, you have the master bathroom, and to your left, you have the walk-in closets. The positioning is just right because you're done having your bath, you just move over and then you change. And then I have the male dressing room and the female closet side. So I mean, the female one is bigger than the male. We know female, they have a lot of clothes. And then we have the master bedroom, and the master bath has a jacuzzi, it has shower, and it has a double basin. That's the way that I designed it. Now, from my own experience in the real estate industry for over 4 years, the buildings in front usually sell faster than the buildings at the back. I don't know the magic. Even though the building at the back might be finer than the one in front, I think people just want to be able to showcase their houses. I'm kind of like a private person, so I would not mind my house being at the back. And usually the compounds at the back is bigger than the compound in front. And I'll be showing you the house at the back. You see the 3D. It's finer than the one in front, but let me know what you think in the comment section when you see it. And I'll also show you the site layout, because that is where the money is won or lost. Because you can have something that is fine, but if you are not able to plan the site well, you will not make most of it. So let's move. Now, this is the beauty. And the exact thing that you're seeing here is what we are going to put on site. I like my designs being followed in detail. And so this is what we have here. And if you take a look at this side, there is a pool here, and I'll explain that to you shortly. And this is the dining area. But when we got to site, the developer decided to change. They are the ones with the money, and so they decided to flip it. The swimming pool, which was at this side, they positioned it to the other side, which you'll see when we go back to the site video. And so this is the ground floor layout. So this one, you go in here, and then the sitting room. I said it should be laid out in like a straight way, the sitting room, the dining, the kitchen. But you can see here that the dining and the kitchen, there's still this proximity. So you move from the dining and you enter the kitchen. And the dining is positioned right here so that you can easily just step out and enter the swimming pool or have a good view when you're at the dining. Same thing with this guest room. The closet is tucked in somewhere so that you have your bedroom free for you to use for whatsoever reason. And then this is the kitchen. You have the store and open laundry. And this kitchen is kind of like a J with an island. And let's move to the first floor. So this is the first floor, and you have a family lounge here. So you come up this way, and then you see the TV wall here. And then you have your master bedroom, which is in front, and you have the closet. You see, the closet of this one is kind of smaller, but they have the feature of having a swimming pool in this compound. So you win some, you lose some. You choose which one you want best. Are you looking for a house because it's big? Are you looking for a house because the compound is big? These are the different things that one offers in real estate. And so this is the idea for the master bathroom. This was designed by my wife. She's a top-notch interior designer. I'm going to follow her. So now one thing that we realize is that for you to have a luxury-looking bathroom, don't deal with small tiles. Deal with big tiles. We're talking about 80 by 80 size tiles. That's 80 cm, 80 centimeter size tiles. And then it makes your design look luxurious. And then you don't have to tile every single way. Can you see that we have paint here? We have paint at this top right corner, and we have this feature Spanish tile here. But I realize that there are Nigerian tiles that also have this 3D feature. So you don't need to break the bank to spend on your bathroom to make it look fancy. Every single thing here can be achieved with Nigerian tiles. And we have this hanging toilet. I went to the market to find out the cost of this thing. It's 260,000 naira. Mind blowing, yes. But that's one of the things that we like doing, luxury. And so this is the site layout. And marked in blue is the site in front. Marked in yellow is the site at the back. Now you can see how big the one at the back is compared to the one in front. And this is the swimming pool area that I was telling you about, that you come out from the dining here and then you hit the pool. So there's like a sunken seats area also where you can just have drinks and you can just bonfire. I know we don't need fire in Nigeria, but I mean, this is just beautification. And so the building at the back can take up to like 8 cars, how big it is. But the building in front can take, maybe you squeeze, you have like 6 cars. And so this is how it's laid out. But this house in front will most likely go faster than the one at the back. And then let me show you how this swimming pool would have worked. So my idea was to have this short dwarf fence here, which acts as a buffer from the view of people who just drive into the compound. But the developer decided to make some modifications. So let me know, do you feel this swimming pool here is a better choice for you if you were to be the owner of this house, or on the opposite side? So now that we've gone through the layout, you understand how we've planned this site. Let's go back to site and see what we're cooking. See you there shortly. The reason why now is the best time for one to buy a property is that you can choose the finishes, the way the compound will be, the way the inside will be, the floor tiles, the sanitary fittings, things like that. Now this is the space between this building in front and this building at the back. But there will be a gate here, and so that gate here, there will be a fence here also, somewhere here. And so that separates the building in front from the building at the back. And this is also a 5-bedroom duplex, okay? And the swimming pool for this building will be by this side. Behind me is where the swimming pool for this building at my back would be. So right now I have with me my engineer. This is Engineer Paul. So engineer, how long is it going to take for this project to finish, these 2 projects?
Less than 3 months. We'll round up.
Okay, so from start to finish, like how many months does it take for you guys to complete these 2 duplexes?
Like 6 months.
6 months. So right now, with the way the material of everything is, what's the cost to finish one of these duplexes from start to finish, from foundation, roofing, finishing?
Everything.
Yes, everything.
160 million.
160 million to build the 2.
The 2.
160, so that's 80 million naira each.
Yes.
So that's how much it costs. But this video is not going to be the video where we'll break down the cost. You can click on this video here to see how much it costs to build a 3-bedroom bungalow. Maybe in a future video, I'm going to do the breakdown of why it costs that amount of money to build a duplex. Now it's down to the finishing, okay? There are some duplexes that people might build for 50 million. There are some that people might build for 30 million. It all depends on the finishing. We want to build and sell a premium property, and that's why it costs that high. So Engineer Paul, tell them what is this and why do we have it here?
We call this a retaining wall. This is our own site, and this fence was there for so long. We are not the one that built it, and we don't know the strength of this fence. So that is the reason why we put this retaining wall to back the fence. So in case, even if in the future these people fence wanted to collapse, it will collapse, but we will start our own fresh on our own retaining wall. So we build this with so many reinforcement, 12 mm and 10 mm. We use 10 mm for the ring, and is a kind of retaining wall that have a leg. You know, by the time we are doing it, he used to have we do it a T. So you have a leg and you enter this and enter this way too. So
Then another reason why this wall is here, if you can see, this is where the floor slab is. And look at how, look at my head is almost where this slab is, and we are going to fill this place up. Now the force of the filling, the pressure that the sand is going to put on this land is going to be so much that it can make the building collapse or the fence collapse if it's not reinforced. And so if you follow me to the back, you will see that it is reinforced all the way to the back that way, so that by the time we fill and we are compacting, it is not going to cause any damage to the structure, either the fence or this other side. And that's one of the reasons why we are spending more money than required, because we are trying to ensure that the building does not collapse when it's being when the sand is being compressed or compacted. So we're on the first floor. This is the back of the building that is in front. This is the reinforcement that is taking place. We have this damp-proof membrane here, which is going to prevent the cement from falling down, and so it would ensure that the material is utilized properly. And this is one of the beam, and these are the reinforcements to hold the floor slab. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section, and then I'll reach out to you. If you want to find out some more information, just let me know. All right, so thanks for watching this video. You can see the environment is serene. We are at Ogba currently, so just hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and if you like it, you can also share with your family and friends. Let them see what they can build on 1.5 plot of land and how they can utilize the plots to ensure that they get the best value for their money. So I'll see you on the next video.